Racing to Tom Arnold. I'm Harley Beckett and I've just turned 7 years old and I'm racing this Wolverley Tom Arnold on a YZ65 dressed as Ronnie Mac. I haven't exactly figured out which gear to be in or when to use my clutch, but every time I ride I make progress. My mum and dad got told he needs to start getting racing if I want to improve my riding. So here I am, giving it my best shot. One thing that I've learned going into this race is the need to protect my starts. I just didn't have that much clothes. That means I was already racing from the back. Another thing that I've learned is the need to commit to a rut. I kept taking my feet off or avoiding the rut completely. When you take your feet off, especially in wet mud or sand, your bike has a mind of its own. You go left and right, and you don't have that much control. You can see this in my other video, when my mum and dad got 6 or 9 videos in my corners. The next thing that I learned from this race happened soon, and it's what my mum always tells me to do. But I thought I was doing it. Apparently I wasn't. You really need to look ahead. Or you can become stuck. Like me. I'm stuck. Good job I can reach the floor and get going. Being this is the first race in about a year for me, and my first ever race on my YZ65, I was really pleased how I was getting on. Now I'm at the back section of the track, the hardest bit of all. It had some really tricky bumps to control the bike over. Mummy got some cool videos of me doing some stoppies out here. Before this race, I had no interest in trying to get past another rider. I wasn't even that bothered if somebody got past me. But something changed for me coming into this race. Being on that start line made me feel hungry to be better, to aim higher. Daddy is my biggest fan, even if he's like shouting and sounds a little bit angry. First lap done, and I'm also still upright. I've made it a really big focus to not follow anybody. My mum always says if they fall off in front of me, I'll be joining them on the floor. I do not want to end up on the floor. Oh, I'm on the floor. Somehow Mummy got here really fast. The bike was still running. It cut out as soon as she picked it up. She wanted to get me going fast because where I crashed is the exit of the corner where most people were giving it some beans because it's really sloppy. They might not see me. Right, I'm on again. The race is on. Every rider that I saw was my next target to catch up and overtake. Think these are micro races in the race. This video was shot on my Insta360 camera. It's a Go 3S. It's the same size as a AA battery. With the sun going down, it was hard to see people on the track, which made it hard to make sure I wasn't following them into the rut. When trying to not follow, I tried different lines. Some worked out better than others. But that maybe could have been better if I was in a lower gear going into the corner. I'm still making plenty of mistakes. They say you learn more from mistakes. So mistakes are a good thing, as long as you learn from them. By this point, I'm nearly 2 laps in. I feel like I'm getting a hang of each section. That back straight is getting harder though. I had 2 close calls in here. Keep watching, maybe Mum will include the clips. See? Not following. I took a different line to him in front. That was Daddy shouting to me. The stand up. I definitely sat too much in this race. It was a bit of a miracle that I didn't crash more than I did. At this one, I wish I listened a little bit more on coaching, or to my mum and dad. They're always there to tell me to stand up or to change gear. They only want the best for me. I do sometimes stand up and change gear at the right time, and I was finding my legs were getting tired, but I think I know why. When I ride practice days, I don't focus trying hard, lap after lap after lap. I don't focus on that standing up lots. I don't focus on changing gear. So, all I did this race was exactly what I practiced. I let myself have a few little sit-downs. And having a sit-down's okay. If you don't mind struggling in a race because your legs are too tired because you haven't practiced standing up. But I wasn't okay with that today. I actually wanted to just stand up more. I wanted to do well. So this race taught me if I want to do well in my race, I have to try hard in my practice. Whatever you practice is how you ride in the race. My main goal coming away from this race are to practice standing up more and to practice using my gears better into and out of corners. There's something about going out of your comfort zone, overtaking a rider and surviving a near miss. It's character building, or so my mum says. That's my friend Parky. He's having duck. He was doing really well until this point. Now I'm doing better than him, so I'm not having duck. I feel like I've done loads of progress. I'm not following other riders, but I need to work a bit more on my gear and line choice for that progress to benefit me in a race. Sometimes I say to myself, get in that rut. Use the rut. Oh yeah. What even was that line? Just hold it wide open, set both feet, swing around. Check my shadow, it's showing my body position up this bumpy hill. I can't promise that I stood up downhill. I may have had a little sit down. Use the rut, commit. Oh, that one felt mega. I took some advice from Moto.
The phrase, just twist the throttle, is total BS. Just twist the throttle, bro. I hate that phrase. It makes riding sound like it's all about speed and aggression, when in reality, it's about control and finesse. The truth is, the fastest riders aren't just holding it wide open. They're balancing throttle, clutch, brakes, body position, and picking smart lines every single second. If you want to get faster, don't just twist the throttle. Ride smarter. Speed is the result of technique, not the other way around. You need to ride a 125
and the 65
like you want to blow it up. The 125 two-stroke
and the 65
is one of the most fun bikes you'll ever ride, but also one of the most challenging. The power band is narrow, and if you're not in the sweet spot, you've got nothing. Every time I hop on one, I relearn this lesson, especially coming off of 4 strokes. I'll come out of a corner in too high of a gear, twist the throttle, and the bike just hogs. Then I remember what my dad told me as a kid. Ride that thing like you want to blow it up. You've got to keep it screaming. Drop a gear, rev it out, and keep it pinned.
Here, I can see someone in front. I'm catching up. Right little boost mid-race. Then in comes the race leader to lap me and force me to share a rut with him. I don't like sharing ruts. One day I'll be that fast. Back to Moto.
If it's easy, make it harder. I remember riding a track with this steep step-up jump right out of a 180-degree corner. There was a perfect outside line that gave you all the drive you needed, and I had this thing dialed. But then, I noticed a deep rut forming on the inside line. Turns out, a local pro was hitting every jump from the inside just to challenge himself. So, I gave it a shot, and yeah, I came up short.
And here comes second place, also that one.
But I kept trying, lap after lap, until I finally built enough corner speed to clear it. And after that, the rest of the track just felt like it was on easy mode. That's how you grow, by choosing the harder option on purpose. Already hitting the jump clean? Try it from a tighter line. Crushing a hill climb? Start with no run-up. Or stop halfway and creep up using nothing but clutch control. Progress doesn't come from just repeating easy skills over and over again. It comes from doing the hard stuff on purpose.
I tried to pick up my pace to catch theirs, even with my mum saying to me slow it down for this bumpy section.
Control motos are one of the best ways to improve. Here's how it works. Pick a loop or section to ride, and then add one restriction. Something that forces you to focus on a specific skill. Stand up the entire time. Ride with one hand. Keep your feet on the pegs. No brakes, just carry the momentum. No clutch, learn throttle control. These variations will make you better. They challenge your balance, body positioning, and bike control in ways that regular riding just can't.
There's the last lap.
If you want to level up fast, start doing control motos. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes.
I feel like I can make another place here. Can't believe I just did that. I just got into the rut and I stayed in it. I feel like I've been riding my best this weekend. So proud of trying the ruts, not following, and doing a few overtakes. I even asked Dad, when is the next Tom Arnold and can I do it? Maybe I'll practice my gears for the next race. Oh, and a few starts. Maybe Mum and Dad will film my start box so I don't have to borrow my friend Cole's start blocks like I did first race. Shout out to Cole for lending me my start box. I would have been really stuffed without them. This is the final stretch of this race. I've just got to keep it up right now and not make any silly mistakes. That was definitely the safest of going through that back straight all day. I did it, that's the finish. This was the best race I've ever done. Thank you, Tom Arnold, for putting me on. I can't wait for the next round.